Hey guys, my name is Rob Trent. I'm a DP and director based out of LA. And today we're gonna be talking about a photo camera, which is a little weird because the majority of my work is video work, but I came from the photo world. So we're gonna talk about this guy right here, the Eos R. So this was my first ever mirrorless full frame camera. And I came from the, what was it? The Canon 6D, the original one. And it was full frame, it was a DSLR. The shutter was like, it was like chunky. It was like the little brother to the 5D, which is still out, still being made. But I've used this R for like 3 years now. It's coming up on it. I've used it heavily. I've used it all the time. I've used it for photo. I've used it for video. I've used every feature on it. I've done external recording. I've done the whole 9 yards. Is it worth it in 2022? Let's get into it. So we're going to talk about 3 different types of people in this video and their use cases for the EOS R. Or first, is it EOS or is it EOS? I'll let you guys fight it out in the comments, but I'm going to say EOS R. It's just how I say it. Okay, the first person, just a photographer. That's all you do. You only take photos. Absolutely. This camera is incredible. If you're looking to upgrade from a DSLR, something that's mirrored, something that's a little bit older, and you want to get into full frame, you want to get into mirrorless, this is gonna be an incredible camera. Okay, a few of the selling points of this camera. It's 30 megapixels, which is totally enough megapixels. You don't need any more. You can print a billboard with 30 megapixels. You're good to go. 2, the autofocus is incredible. I know that there are more features on the R5 and the R6 and the R3, which I shot with a few weeks ago. It's pretty incredible, I'm not gonna lie. The autofocus on the EOS R has honestly never let me down. It's incredible. 3, the battery life. There have been many times where I have forgotten to bring extra batteries, or I have realized that one of my batteries is dead, and one battery will get me through 75% of the day. You can charge a full battery 3 times while you're shooting on one battery. The battery draw is super low, they last forever, and it uses the LPE6, which is the reason I'm not talking about the EOS RP right now, because they use the smaller battery. Takes it out of the list for me. But the LPE6 battery is great. All the cameras in their, DSLR mirrorless cameras use them. They're incredible. And they last forever. So if you're a photographer only, you enjoy taking photos, that's all you want to do, this is a great camera. If you see one floating around out there used, go ahead and grab it. I swear you'll be happy with it. Okay, person number 2, videographer. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it to a videographer. It just doesn't have the tools that you're gonna need. In this use case, I honestly think it's worth saving up a little bit more, getting an R6 or an R5, or even getting one of the mirrorless offerings from Sony, because you're gonna be happier with it. If you're pursuing videography only, you're just gonna want and need these extra tools like 10-bit color. You're gonna want better dynamic range. You're gonna want 4K without a huge crop, and IBIS is nice if you can fork out the extra money to get a camera that has it. Now, even though I wouldn't recommend it for someone who is a videographer, I'm not saying that it can't shoot video. I've shot videos on the EOS R that turned out great. I even shoot some content for this YouTube channel on the EOS R instead of my C70. Here's what of it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. It's not the hardest environment for that camera though. It's under studio lights. It's an easy job for the EOS R to do videos like this. And if you're just gonna do that, you're good to go. It's a good camera for that. You are gonna need lights though. It gets a little noisy. So for a videographer, no. You're gonna want the extra tools that I've mentioned before, and you're gonna be much happier with your purchase. Number 3, the in-betweener. The in-betweener is kind of hard, but I'm gonna say probably. It's hard because you haven't really niched down into a specific industry yet. You're not just a videographer, you're not just a photographer, and you don't really have the budget to do a camera for both. So the EOS R might fit perfectly into this realm. You have things like C-Log, you have great autofocus in video, you have 4K, and you have a good 1080 option. It will get you through video gigs. If you want to do it, you want to get your hands dirty, and it will totally shine in the photo world. So this could work really well for you. Pick up an EOS R, give it a year, do both video and photo work, see which one you like more. At the end of the year, you might still be in the same exact spot, but if you're not, you've probably moved one way or another, and you probably have a little bit more budget to pick up a camera that might do both better, like the R6 or R5. Or if you've, really made it, then maybe you can get an R3 and be bougie and be, hang with the top guns. So I hope you got a little bit of clarity out of this video. I hope it aided you in your camera buying adventure. I know it's really difficult. There's a lot of options out there, a lot of different brands, and a lot of shit posting online. So figure out what works best for you, what's gonna make you the happiest, what's gonna bring you the most joy. And if you learned something from this video, hit the like button, maybe even subscribe if you wanna see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.